Today is the first day of Mental Health Awareness Month, and Connect Summit County is known for bringing great information throughout the month of May to our community to help with mental health, mental illness, and more. Deanna Rhodes is with us today. Deanna, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So things obviously have had to change a bit, and while Connect usually has speakers coming in, events with individuals to connect during Mental Health Awareness Month, that is not happening, but you still have some great programming over at Connect Online. Tell me more.
Yeah, so obviously we had to make a big shift. And what we are doing right now is we are shifting to try to do some virtual events. Right away, as soon as we went into shelter in place, we started having virtual support groups. And those are still going on and will go on through up to Memorial Day. And we have those for all sorts of different types of people. We have them for young people, for youth. We've even had some groups for ages 6 to 12. We also have them for adults. We've done one for frontline employees like healthcare workers and grocery store workers. So we're just really trying to kind of be in that space. So we've done virtual support groups. But in May, we're going to be having just a very small handful of virtual events that would be similar to a panel with a Q&A. And those are getting set up as we speak. So they're not all completed quite yet, but really excited about that.
Well, please keep us posted as you start to announce those. We want to hear more. We want to be able to discuss them here on our show because mental health is very important to talk about, especially during this time of such uncertainty. People are out of work, really can cause havoc for many people. So how are you going to announce those events, and how can we stay posted and stay tuned to everything happening over at Connect?
Yeah. So the best way to stay in touch with us is go to our website. It's connectsummitcounty.org, and you can. We have an events calendar there, and we're just adding everything as it all comes comes available. Like I said, we have a really full calendar of support groups. We're hosting Teen Art Jam, just a place for teens and tweens to come hang out. We're working with the Cole Project, which is music-based therapy. So we have some support groups for youth in that space. And all of that stuff is already posted. And then as we get these other events, they'll be going up as well. So super excited about that.
You've also had support groups for seniors who right now have lost quite a bit. Their senior year, as they hoped it would happen, just suddenly stopped and changed. So I've noticed that you've had some support groups for those individuals as well. Are you getting plenty of help from the community, from individuals, healthcare professionals here within Summit County and within our area to be able to run these support groups? Or are you looking for volunteers?
Yeah, that's one of the things I think is probably the most incredible. And I think we're seeing this across the board in all sorts of areas. But the community has really stepped up. And I think this is a huge testament on the mental health front to the work that Connect Summit County, the Mental Wellness Alliance, and all the other incredible mental health providers have been doing for the last 4 or 5 years to make sure that we have great resources here in our community. And so absolutely, people are stepping up right away. I had a ton of mental health providers that reached out to me and said, what can we do? And that's actually how these virtual health, mental health groups came about, is that they are volunteering their time. We keep the schedule very we change it up so that it's not too taxing on one particular provider, but you kind of spread that time around, and they've just stepped up, and that's been incredible. And I mentioned the teen art jams, and you were mentioning the things for students. Again, someone in the community really just came to us and she said, I'm an artist, I have a teenager, and I'm really concerned. I think I need to, I'd love to see something for them, just to hang out, no pressure, no anything, just really a chill, calm, safe space. And so Lisa Navoy is a person that's doing that for us, and she's just volunteering her time because she's really passionate and she cares.
Is it quite easy to join these support groups? Are they confidential? Do you tap the amount of individuals who can be a part of each one? How does that work specifically?
Yeah, so we do cap them at 20 people so that you can have a really good, intimate experience. You get a little further than that, and it starts to not really be support and therapy. And they are run by licensed practitioners. And you have to register in advance. That's how we do keep it confidential, but they are run on a HIPAA compliant line. So they are confidential. It's just like this where you can log in with your video if you'd like, but if you prefer to be more anonymous and not have your name or your face there, that is perfectly fine. You can jump in to the call as well.
And Deanna, how can we help as a community to make sure that Connect has what they need and that we can continue talking about mental health and mental illness? And where can we find more information?
Absolutely. So, as every nonprofit, we are trying to transition really, really quickly into this new space. And I think generally speaking, we're doing a pretty good job. And I think that's the great thing about Connect Summit County is that we're really nimble and we're very resourceful. But it does take money to be able to, we've increased our staff, we've increased our programming, we've increased our communications to the community. And so, any little bit helps, especially if someone was considering giving to us later in the year around Live PC, Give PC. We would absolutely appreciate their donations today during May, in honor of May Mental Health Awareness Month. And you can make that donation on our website at connectsummitcounty.org. I think the other thing that we could really ask for people's help is just spreading the information and letting people know that not only do we have these great programs, we have an incredible peer navigation services. The number is 435-776-HELP, HELP. And that is where people can call. It's a live human who can really help someone navigate kind of through the system. It's an empathetic ear to really talk through ideas and issues with that person. And what's really important about that is it is a person. It's a person who has that lived experience. They've been there before, and so it's a really great offering that I think we're really proud that we can kind of provide to the community.
Well, thank you so much, Deanna, for joining us today. Again, we so appreciate Connect, everyone who is helping out to keep that online, to provide these support groups and more. And stay tuned to Connect Online as they provide support groups, panels, and more here during Mental Health Awareness Month. We'll be right back with more right after this.